San Jose group is at the center of an international incident. They are being labeled as terrorists by the country of Vietnam. KPIX5's Kit Doe on how the group is fighting back.
There it is on the website of Vietnam's Ministry of Public Security. The headquarters of the terrorist organization known as Vietnam Reform Party is at 2350 Berryessa Road in San Jose. It turns out the so-called terrorist headquarters is a UPS store in this strip mall, mailbox number 234. You don't look like a terrorist.
I hope not. I'm not, because I'm not.
We caught up with VietTan's chairman, Dim Do, via FaceTime. Over the decades, the group has become the largest, most recognized, organized, and funded groups fighting for democracy, social justice, and human rights in Vietnam. They routinely partner with elected officials and NGOs. After tens of thousands of people protested a toxic spill that has killed millions of fish, VietTan said the government accused them, of all things, organizing the demonstrations.
Naturally, they need to find a scapegoat. They need to find a way to put the blame on somebody, and that's how they work.
VietTan members have been routinely arrested and jailed for spreading anti-government messages. Back in 2014, Stanford law professor Alan Weiner convinced the United Nations the Vietnamese government was violating international law by doing so. Weiner thinks the government, which controls the media, is trying to cast VietTan as a danger to public safety.
My only supposition is that the Vietnamese government is getting anxious about the growing appeal or popularity of the message that VietTan is delivering, which is a call for reform.
Dim Do says the government first called them a terrorist group 10 years ago, and since then their numbers have grown exponentially, and that putting that designation up front and center will only backfire.
The fact that the Vietnamese government become more concerned with the entire movement, not just Vietnam, but the entire movement, is a clear indication that the tide is turning against them.
Kit Do, KPIX5.
Yeah, the group does raise money in the Bay Area as well as many other places around the world.